And it is a moment of time for some gratitude. And I would like to extend my sincerest gratitude to the board of directors. You're sitting in the second row here. You offer your time, care, expertise, and support beyond what I could ever ask for. And it is so appreciated. And I hope you know that. You inspire me, and I really, really thrive under your direction. So thank you again. Teachers and support staff, I call you the life changers. You're directly responsible for the student experience here. And although I have FOMO a lot of what goes on, I know they're in amazing hands, and I'm so proud of you. I appreciate and applaud all of you for your commitment and love for these kids and these students. And last night, I had the privilege of talking to countless parents and friends, and it's you people that make the difference for these students. So thank you. Parents and family members, I'm going to try not to make eye contact. I also watched my 25-year-old daughter pack up a U-Haul and move out to Calgary, and I'm not going to say what my reaction was like, but this is a tough day. It's a bittersweet day, but you know what? You've entrusted us with the greatest honor and privilege possible, helping guide your kids. And I can tell you, it is absolutely what fills our cups, and we're going to miss them like crazy. But the great news is we know they're always going to come home. Round of applause for our parents and family members. And students, you're the reason we're all here. And I've always said the reason anybody's employed in any school is about the student experience. You're the heart of our work. Thank you for being you. And yes, we want to cry and laugh all at the same time some days, but you're amazing young people, and we are so excited to see what you do with your lives. And the only thing we're going to make sure is that you always come home, because we need you to come back here. You are the light that keeps us being our best. And so thank you to these kids. And here in the front row, finally to Jacob Heslop, to my wife, Karina, you're the rock. And I hope we all know what a partnership this is. And yeah, you do a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and I really appreciate it. Doesn't matter how much you try to prepare yourself not to do that. I'm back. With all of us present in one space together, this represents to me the commitment of shared values. And I love looking out at this crowd right now. It's a community truly all in and invested. And I'm so proud to be your head of school. And finally, for the graduating class of 2024, I know you're going to meet the future in the way that you met each of your days here at RLC. You're going to move forward with that sense of adventure. You're going to push boundaries. You're going to learn how to invite a GCAL invite properly. And you're going to be kind to others and kind to yourselves. You can tell I have an issue with this. But it's my sincere hope that you're not going to shy away from anything. Embrace it. Accept failure. It's fun. I hope you'll face these wins that are coming, knowing it's all about your holistic health. That sense of self, the feelings of accomplishment and well-being thrive in the face of adversity. Those are the things that build our heartwood. That's what allows us to stand and not fall. You have the tools. You can muster the courage to go and thrive. Please go and thrive. Class of 2020. At this time, I would now like to introduce the chair of the RLC Board of Directors, Mr. Scott Hayter. Scott, if you come up, please.
See, this is at the right level. How's that? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, faculty and staff, proud parents, and most importantly, the remarkable graduates of Russell Lake College's class of 2024. Today, we gather to celebrate, as Davis said very eloquently, a momentous occasion. The culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and growth. As chair of the board of Rossall Lake College, I stand before you with immense pride and admiration for all that you've accomplished. So to our head of school, the board's very pleased with your leadership of Rossall Lake College. I'll repeat what I said last year. You give your heart and your soul to Rossall, and you set an example for all of us to follow. On behalf of the school, in particular the graduates, thank you. To the faculty and staff, the board thanks you for your expertise and commitment and all you do, providing facilities, food, activities, and teaching our graduates and preparing them for life beyond these gates. Our graduates will never forget the impact you've had on their development and readiness for what comes next. And to the parents and guardians, the board thanks you for entrusting your children to us. This is a great privilege, as Dave said, and also a very great responsibility. They have blossomed here, and we are fortunate to have the opportunity to witness their growth. So graduates, getting to you now. Today marks a monumental milestone in your lives. Graduation day, it's not merely a culmination of years of academic pursuit, it's a testament to your resilience, your dedication, and your commitment to excellence. RLC holds a special place in the hearts of all who've walked its halls and forest paths and swum its waters. It's a place where academic excellence meets personal development, where students are encouraged not only to achieve their full potential, but also to discover who they truly are and what they're capable of achieving. So graduates, you're on the threshold of this new chapter. Take a moment to reflect. This is a great time to do that. And what has brought you here to this point? Think back to the relationships you've built, the challenges you've overcome, the mentors who've supported you, the moments of triumph that have shaped you into who you are today. But also look forward to the future with excitement. As you embark on this new journey, you'll enter a world, as we know, filled with endless possibilities and pretty daunting challenges, where only the limits that are imposed upon you are what you impose upon yourself. As graduates of Rossall Lake College, you're equipped with the knowledge, the skills, the values, and sense of community needed to thrive in this ever-changing, challenging world. But beyond academics, beyond all the extracurricular activities, the accolades and the awards, it's the character that you have developed during your time here at RLC that will truly set you apart. Integrity, empathy, resilience. These are what I think the qualities that will guide you through life's challenges and propel you towards success. But most importantly, never lose sight of who you are and what you stand for. Stay true to yourselves, follow your passions, and never be afraid to dream big. Class of 2024, as you venture forth, know that RLC and its community stands behind you. We believe in you, we are proud of you, and we cannot wait to see the incredible things you will accomplish. So be brave, be kind, make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Scott. So, the Rossall roots describe the 6 characteristics through which students understand and describe their growth from the time they join this community until they graduate and become alumni. Jess Shepard, Kate Knight will now present the awards with the assistance of Ms. Smythe, Ms. Archer, and Ms. Malzer.
The first Rossall root is thoughtful. We are members of the natural world. We work to understand it so that we may better respect and protect it. The Bill and Eleanor Cole Best of Self Foundation Years Award. Bill and Eleanor Cole were faculty members in the 80s and 90s and longtime supporters of RLC. This award is presented to the foundation year student who, throughout the school year, has best achieved their personal potential and their best of self. This award is presented to Gray Thatcher. The David Hodgetts Scholarship. This award is presented in honor of David Hodgetts, who was the head of school from 1982 to 1986. It recognizes a student who is kind, studious, and who demonstrates a love for Rosso Lake College and its natural environment. This award is presented to Brooke Richards.
The second Rosso root is persuasive. The natural world needs us, and we have the competence, confidence, and character to advocate for it, our community, and ourselves. Taller than I thought. The R.H. Perry Scholarship. This award is presented in honor of Ronald H. Perry, founding headmaster from 1967 to 1975. It is awarded to the student who has exemplified Perry's belief that education is about growing self-awareness, coming to know our skills and talents, and being empowered to share them with the world. The winner of the R.H. Perry Scholarship is Rhea Smythe. The R.H. Perry Award is awarded to students who excel academically and who, through their spirit and leadership, make outstanding contributions to school life. Please hold your applause until recipients from all grades have been called to the stage. In grade 7, Bryson Wilson. In grade 8, Gray Thatcher. In grade 9, Logan Heslop. In grade 10, Maya Mullen and Rhea Smythe. In grade 11, Baron Penner and Clement Young. In grade 12, Gracie Hayes, Roberto Madalena, Polly Ning, Cyan Chian, and Jason Wu. The OWL Award is presented to a student who displays an understanding and appreciation of the harmony that must exist between people and their environment, and who possesses the attitude and skills that permit safe and fulfilling experiences in the outdoors. This year, the OWL Award is presented to Ryan King.
The third Rosso route is adventurous. The natural world challenges familiar comfort and ease. We embrace challenges as an opportunity for personal growth. The David Monk Outdoor Leadership Scholarship, established by Dr. W. Monk in memory of his son David Monk, who attended Rosso Lake College from 1979 to 1984. The intention of this scholarship program is to support students in their pursuit of leadership and outdoor education endeavors. This award is presented to Callum Heron. The Discovery Scholarship. This scholarship recognizes the student whose discovery project most exemplifies the spirit of experiential learning at the heart of Rosso Lake College's mission. This year's Discovery Scholarship is presented to Jeremy Kutash. The Entrepreneurship Award. This award recognizes a student who demonstrates entrepreneurial spirit. That includes being in tune with their passions and optimistic about possibilities, able to take risks and prone to reevaluate and reorient, to problem solve and to persevere through to completion. The Entrepreneurship Award is presented to Kendall Jones. The Crocker Travel Scholarship. This award was created in 2024 to celebrate and inspire a spirit of exploring self through world travels. This scholarship will be awarded annually to the student who exhibits, through actions, a love for travel and adventure. And this year goes to Emerson Biddle. The Cardwell Award. Gordon Cardwell was a Rosso Lake College faculty member from 1970 to 1974. This award is presented to the most improved athletes of the year and recognizes those who have accepted challenges, have grown, and who epitomize the essence of fair play in athletic achievement. This year we have two recipients, and I'll ask them to come up together, Clement Leung and Logan Heslop.
The fourth Rosso route is creativity. The natural world poses complex problems. We never stop inquiring, working to better understand challenges. The greatest contribution to the Arts Award. This award is presented to the foundation year student who has enriched the school with their contribution to music, drama, public speaking, and visual arts. The winner of the greatest contribution to the Arts Award is Justice Dale. McCormick Gilmer Art Award. Established by Andrew McCormick, 97, in memory of his grandfather, George Gilmore. Presented to the student who demonstrates a love of art and who inspires others to celebrate artistic expression. The winner is Isla Maria Corbet.
The fifth Rosso root is self-aware. The natural world removes us from distraction and allows for contemplation. We embrace the opportunity to connect with self, to understand who we are, enabling us to navigate the world at large with integrity. The Eaton Foundation Scholarship. This award is given to a student who demonstrates a diligent and responsible attitude and willingness to participate fully in all aspects of life at Rosso Lake College. And it's presented this year to Clement Young. The Chairman's Award. Donald McLean served as member of the board of directors from 1979 to 1984 and as chair of the board 1982-83. Presented for the first time in 1985, this award is given to a senior student who has demonstrated and developed their talents to the fullest extent at RLC. And this year is presented to Brooke Richards.
The last Rosso root is community-minded. The natural world unites us. We actively support each other, meeting each challenge with an open mind. If he's here, I would like to invite to the stage Bill Morris, son of founding director Roger Morris. Bill is a treasured friend and alumnus of the class of 1973.
I am. Well, I'm very privileged to be here. For those of you who don't know me, I stood up here, graduating class, 51 years ago. So first, I guess, charter student, so I was there from the beginning. And I have to tell you, every time I have a chance to be here, it brings me back to just how incredible my experience at school was and how much it shaped my life. And I encourage all of you to remember your time here. And somewhere along the line, I think I got credited with a tagline that was used for a while, which is Rosso Lake College is the opportunity of a lifetime for a lifetime. So keep that in mind as you move forward. And again, thank you for having me up here and congratulations. This particular scholarship was put together, I guess, by my dad a while back. He was the founding director and one of the key founders of the school. It's awarded to the student who most through actions, words, attitudes, most epitomizes the RLC school spirit. And it's presented to Shi-An Jean.
Thank you, Bill, for presenting that award. The Gregory C. Devenish Scholarship. Greg Devenish class of 71, was in the first cohort of RLC students. He was head of school from 1993 to 1999. This scholarship is presented to the student who has been very active in service and had a positive impact in the local or at an international level. The student has demonstrated core values such as empathy, resilience, respect, and responsibility. The winner of the Gregory C. Devonish Scholarship is Jeremy Kutash. And Jeremy, please stay on the stage. The Lieutenant Governor's Community Volunteer Award. Established in 2005, this award recognizes an exemplary volunteer among the graduating students. It pays tribute to the student who not only completes the number of volunteer hours required to graduate, but who goes above and beyond. It's awarded to the graduating student for exemplary community contribution or outstanding achievement through volunteer activity. Jeremy Kutash, congratulations.
That concludes the presentation of the Rosso Brutes Awards. We'll now present the individual awards. The King Constantine Medal, Round Square. This medal is presented to an exceptional individual from every Round Square member school. It recognizes the student who best exemplifies the Round Square ideals during their entire career at RLC. It's presented to Polly Ning. Next is the Foundation Year's Most Dedicated Athlete. This award recognizes athletes who have demonstrated the highest degree of dedication, enthusiasm, and sportsmanship throughout the school year. We have two recipients this year, Cooper McNaughton and Rosalie Hedges. I like your sunglasses. You're an athlete, come on. Straight down here, Rosie. Good job. Athletes of the Year. This award is presented to the best all-round student athletes. This annual award was presented for the first time in 1985. And this year, we are presenting this to Callum Heron and Brooke Richards. The Athletic Honor R Award. The Honor R for athletics is presented to graduating students who have achieved 120 or more athletic award points and who have demonstrated leadership and excellence while representing Rosso Lake College at athletic events. This year, it's presented to Jason Wu and Brooke Richards. Yeah. Spirit of Sailing Award. This award is presented for the first time in 2024 and is generously donated by Jonathan Alderson, class of 1987 and former Alumni Association president. Please join me in welcoming Jonathan to the stage.
Just for context, so sailing has been part of the college tradition since the beginning. I remember sailing on the lake 39 years ago when I was a student here and very much loved and enjoyed it. It took a hiatus, and I'm very excited that it's being resurrected under the direction of our headmaster, also under the direction of Jacqueline Priolo, Miss Priolo, so thank you very much. And we have a sailing advisory committee. I'd like to just reveal for the very first time, we have in sailing, the little flags on a sailing course are called burgees. And so we had an alumni, James Sutcliffe, design Rosso's first burgee. So that's that. There you go. And just to kick things off and keep it going, we'd like to initiate a sailing award called the Spirit of Sailing Award. And I'll just say two quick things. The wood is actually a piece of the original sailing dock here before the new one was rebuilt. So I want to say thank you to Sean and Jim of our grounds maintenance crew who took a lot of effort to make this. It's really quite special. And on the front, there's a little Latin saying that says, "Wind in your sails." And the recipient, who I'll mention in a minute, will get a school Timberwolf burgee that was specially made. So that's what they'll be getting. The Spirit of Sailing Award is awarded to the student who demonstrates sportsmanship and competitiveness on the water and collaborates with the team and shows leadership off the water. And this year it's presented to Olsen Adams.
Thank you, Jonathan. The Governor General's Academic Medal. First awarded in 1873 by the Earl of Dufferin, this has become one of the most prestigious awards that a student in a Canadian educational institution can receive. It is awarded to encourage scholarship across the nation and recognize outstanding academic achievement. A bronze medal is awarded to the student who achieves the highest average upon graduation within the Ontario Secondary School Diploma. The average includes all grade 11 and 12 courses listed on the student's final Ontario student transcript. This year, it is presented to Cyan Chan.
The Gordon MacIver Award. This award is presented to two students who entered the school during the current academic year who made positive contributions to the school spirit and community. The award is named in honor of Gordon MacIver, who was chairman of the board from 1976 to 1982. The award was handcrafted by Bob Bellina, art teacher from 1982 to 1986. And this year it's presented to Dior Aswalongon in Xian Xian. The Campbell Plaque. This is an award which was presented for the first time in 1978 by Douglas Campbell. Mr. Campbell was headmaster of Russell Lake College from 1977 to 1982. It is a special award recognizing outstanding contributions to all facets of school life. We have two this year. The first, this kind, compassionate RLC supporter, parent, and 5-year Parent Guild participant, most recently the president of the Guild, has offered time, love, energy, and encouragement throughout some ups and downs. Always positive, she leads by example, serving as a role model to young and old in our RLC community, upholding our values, cheering from the sidelines, and truly helping elevate our school. It is such an honor to present this to Casey Aaron Wood. Next, this RLC staff member has been a part of the community for 9 years. He wears many different hats, and with each one, he gives 150%. RLC is family to him through and through. During our annual community talks, there's an incredible volume of gratitude shared by our students for this person. I cannot go on enough about all the behind-the-scenes contributions he makes to RLC, but the epitome of his efforts was last summer when I saw him walking along covered in paint, and it was late in July, and I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I'm painting Brock House on the inside." And I said, "Well, why are you doing that?" And the answer was, so the boys were excited when they got back here. It kind of says it all. Welcome up, Sean Bowen. And she's home not feeling well today, but I just want everyone to know that our Director of Finance, Shelley Casey, who keeps me out of hot water, is celebrating 30 years of service to RLC this year. The Headmaster's Cup. The Headmaster's Cup is presented to a graduating student or students who have demonstrated leadership in keeping with the spirit of Russell Lake College. This year's recipient was a student who came to us from Toronto as an extremely accomplished ballerina. I remember she toured with her grandmother one day back in July in 2021, planning for her grade 10 year. I have to say she was very uncertain about coming to this school. It was very different from her previous setting. However, from the outset, she embraced RLC, demonstrating her leadership skills and strong sense of organization, vision, school community, and development. Please help me in congratulating the 2024 recipient of the Headmaster's Cup, Gracie Hayes. Gracie, please stay on stage. The University of Toronto Book Award. The University of Toronto National Book Award Program recognizes and rewards the very best Canadian secondary school students, regardless of which university those students choose to attend. These are students who demonstrate superior academic performance, original and creative thought, and exceptional achievement in a broad context. They excel in academic pursuits, demonstrate enthusiasm for intellectual exploration, and have a strong involvement in the lives of their schools and communities. Gracie Hayes. I would now like to invite Martin Berthelmer, class of '87, our president, AKA the Prez, of the Rossall Lake College Alumni Association to speak on behalf of our alumni. Please help me in welcoming Martin to the stage.
The cost of getting older is that I'm too proud to have one set of glasses that'll like take care of both things. So I'm going to transition from distance to close. I know somewhere out there, Kim Morton is sitting and she's saying, Martin, be quick, be precise, be on time. But I just have to share one little quick anecdote before I get started. And that's that when we're here, we often take this place for granted. We don't really think about the environment that we're in. About a year ago, I was playing golf at the Rock, and I had two friends up here, and I said, I just have to stop by at this school that I used to attend. I've got to pick up some paperwork. And so they came down, and Kim was amazing as usual, and Dave was great as usual. And they provided them with wine and cheese on the swim dock. And, these were two friends who, one went to independent school, one went to public school. So we get in the car, and they're like, man, that was your school? This is like shishi. This is so amazing. And I said, well, I was here in the 80s. It wasn't quite as shishi in the 80s, but it still was amazing. So I would say to you graduates, don't ever forget how lucky you are and what a great place this is. So on that note, I'll get started, and I'll try not to be emotional. It's one of my hallmarks. Good morning, Mr. Crocker, RLC parents, faculty, staff, students, and alumni, and most importantly, the class of 2024. I want to start by thanking the class of 2024 for allowing me to be here and be part of their celebration last night at Windermere House. It was an honor to present this year's graduating class with their alumni ties as they transition from student to graduate to alumnus of the college. Today marks the 57th commencement ceremony of Rossall Lake College. For 57 years, students have crossed the stage as they transition into the next chapter of their life. I was a member of the graduating class of 1987. I spent 5 memorable years here with teachers who cared about me and built the foundation for the person that I am today. They inspired me to reach for my dreams. They inspired me to pursue a career in education, which I have done for the last 24 years, and am currently the Vice Principal of Student Success in the middle school at Hillfield Strathallan College in Hamilton. I remember when my graduating day came, when I arrived with excitement about my future at Western University, but also sadness about leaving a place that had become my home. That's why for 34 years, I've been an active member of the alumni, returned frequently to the college, and stayed connected to my friends at RLC. Excuse me, Jonathan and I actually were both graduates of the same class in 87, and the graduating class of 87 had quite a reputation. Graduates of 2024, I'm sure their reputation is much better than ours. As you approach an exciting milestone in your life, please don't forget to practice gratitude for those who have supported and allowed you to stand on their shoulders and reach for your dreams. Your teachers and the staff under this tent invested their lives in providing you with proper knowledge and skills both inside the classroom and especially outside of it. They are surrogate parents, coaches, friends, and confidants. And they push you beyond your comfort zone, teaching you how to succeed and, more importantly, how to fail. These people in this place provide you with everything you need to be successful. Your parents, grandparents who have sacrificed so that that you could have such a unique opportunity to attend this school. Remember to take time today to say thanks to all those people who made a difference in your life. A few weeks ago, not far from here in Gravenhurst, RLC hosted a 90s decade reunion. The room was filled with alumni sharing stories and memories for their days as students at RLC. During the ceremony, former head of school and graduate of the class of 71, Greg Devenish, spoke with some former faculty. As I stood there and listened and watched the faces of the adults in the room, I saw them listening intently to their former teachers, and it was clear the respect and connection they had for them. RLC is a community, a unique community, a special community that we never have to leave. We are here. This is our home. and we are always welcome in our home. Today I'm excited to announce a new award honoring a former faculty member whose dedication and passion had significantly enriched the school's fabric. The Honorary Alumni Award was created by an RLC alumni panel made up of alumni members representing each decade at the college. We sought input from our community through nominations, and a committee voted for a former faculty that had and continues to have a significant impact on our school. For over 40 years, this person dedicated their life to Ross Lake College as a teacher, house parent, coach, mentor, and philanthropist. She was involved in the foundation of what we today call the 7 Generations Initiative. She served on the RLC board, was on the committee that fundraised for the Roundtree Academic Center, and as well as more recently, the committee that organized the 50-year celebration for Ross Lake College. Personally, she never gave up on me. As a house parent, Not supposed to go there. As a house parent, I'm sure I tested her patience more than once as a student in her class. But to this day, when I think about the impact she has on me, I am always grateful. If you've never met her, you need to. She is a patron of Ross Lake College, and today, much like the class of 2024, we welcome her into the Alumni Association as she becomes the very first recipient of the Ross Lake College Honorary Alumni Award. Although she couldn't be with us today as she recovers from knee surgery, please stand and join me in applause for Mrs. Eleanor Cole, honorary alumnus at Ross Lake College. And now my sunscreen's running into my eyes, so that's going to be great. People ask me what I love about the school. I love everything about this school. Class of 2024, I thank you once again for allowing me to be part of your ceremony. I wish you the best of luck as you head off to your new adventures, and I leave you with these final words. Don't ever let anyone flatten the hills you must climb, nor straighten the paths you must take. The hills you must climb will make you stronger, and the paths that are winding bring you new adventures. As you leave the college, remember, Ross Lake College never leaves you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Martin. Now present the Zitnick Award for Excellence. This award was established in 2005 in memory of Ambrose Zitnick, grandfather of former staff member Michelle Gibbons. Dr. Zitnick was an avid supporter of students who have come to Canada to learn. Presented to a student for whom English is an emerging language who works diligently to become an integral part of all aspects of RLC community, so this year is presented to Eres Goa. Now please help me welcome Mr. Graham Smith to the stage to present the Duke of Edinburgh medals.
Hey everyone. So Ross Lake College has been celebrating student success in the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award since 1977. It is a globally recognized award program that encourages personal discovery and growth, self-reliance, perseverance, and responsibility to self and community. The Duke of Edinburgh's International Award is a non-formal, student-driven program that takes commitment, a spirit of adventure, making choices, setting goals, and having perseverance in achieving them. It empowers young people to be active in their communities and to set goals to enrich their lives. The award designates specific benchmarks in the areas of physical recreation, skills, community service, and adventurous journeys. Today, we would like to recognize and honor the following students for their personal achievements in completing the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award. Please hold your applause until all recipients are on stage. So receiving their bronze, we've got Baron Penner, Rhea Smythe, and Clement Young. 2 awards this year. Getting her silver as well is Rhea Smythe. And that's it for the Duke of Ed winners this year. I would like to now call up Miss Dawn Tababadong, also known as Miss T, to the podium, who will now speak about the Minot Bimodzwin Award. Minot Bimodzwin Award. Sorry about that last word.
Got to stand on my tippy toes here. Ani Bojo. Within my first month working at RLC, Mr. Crocker approached me that he would like to see an award come from 7 Generation program and asked for my thoughts on what this award would be. My answer, of course, was that it was a beautiful idea and I would have to think about it. As 2023 closing day was fast approaching, nothing had come yet to my mind. It wasn't until the day of closing that the spirit of the award came to me. I shared my thoughts with Mr. Crocker that day after closing, and today, standing here with you, it is my pleasure to introduce and present this new award, Minot Bimodzwin. Created in 2024 to celebrate the goals and the spirit of the 7 Generations program, the award, a beaded medallion, is handcrafted by RLC alumnus Megan Tababadong of the class of 2017. Minot Bimodzwin is an Anishinaabe word meaning a good life. It refers to the ability to achieve a balance between body, mind, heart, and spirit. It includes a sense of hope for the future, as well as a sense of belonging and purpose. Minot Bimodzwin is achieved through introspection and knowing the answers to these 4 questions. Who am I? Where do I come from? Why am I here? And where am I going? The recipient of this award is a student in a graduating class who embodies the concept of Minot Bimodzwin and has demonstrated the spirit of the 7 grandfather teachings in their daily life. This year, Minot Bimodzwin is awarded to Jeremy Kudis.
I would now like to welcome Ms. Tia Saley to acknowledge student leadership.
At Russell Lake College, we envision leadership as a journey and see our students as leaders who inspire action by making themselves and those around them better. We help each student develop their leadership best through assessing their strengths, providing opportunities, teaching skills and mindsets, and offering mentoring and guidance. And I would like to call to stage the 2023-24 student prefects. First, our head prefect, Jason Wu. Our Threads prefect, Gracie Hayes. Go Green prefect, Franklin White. Roots prefect, Baron Penner. Seven Generations prefect, Jacob Heslop. Camp prefect, Temi Bemboye. And Round Square Connections prefect, Holly Ning. As we say thank you to those who have gone before, we must also welcome those who have bravely stepped into their shoes. I would like to call upon the current head prefect, Jason Wu, to introduce the student leadership team of 2024-25.
I would like to introduce to you the 2024-2025 leadership team and pass along this symbolic paddle to the new team. Dior, Isla, Eris, Callum, Baron, Andro, and Ria.
And these are just some thank you gifts to our leading prefects. Now on to House Cup. Every House Cup competition, we have something called Raising of the Wolf. And so in order to know who has won, we have these flags that are across the front of the stage that the wolf then wears after each competition. So from Eaton House, these are the House Cup captains, Caden Mullen and Chase Penner. Ditchburn, Nathan Wong and Theo Wasson. Perry House, Obasanjo Adabutu, and Owen Muffet. Kawandag House, Brooke Richards and Rhea Smythe. And in my envelope, I have the grand tally. We had a lot of events this week. So in fourth place, are you holding up your pennies, teams? In fourth place, with 415 points, we have Ditchburn House. Theo, you may go sit down. In third place, with 443 points, we have Kawandag. You may go sit down. Now, we're going to jump right to first place with 524 points. Can I please have a drum roll? The Raising of the Wolf goes to Eaton.
Thank you so much, Ms. Saley. It's now my honor to introduce our 2024 Closing Day guest speaker, Samantha Brett. Samantha was born and raised here in Rosso, Ontario, and attended RLC from 2000 to 2004. After RLC, Samantha worked at Geelong Grammar School, Timbertop in Australia as a teaching assistant, and then as an expedition photographer while cycling the Tour d'Afrique from Cairo, Egypt to Cape Town, South Africa. Samantha studied physical geography at UBC Okanagan and Nipissing University from 2006 to 2011, and in 2016 graduated with a Master's of Science degree in Environment and Management from Royal Roads University in Victoria, BC. In 2023, Samantha completed a graduate certificate through the University of Toronto in Climate Change Policy and Practice. Samantha is a professional agrologist, which is a fancy word for soil expert, who called British Columbia home for 12 years before moving to Calgary, Alberta in 2018, where she currently resides with her husband and 3 young children, ages 5, 3, and 1. In 2014, Samantha founded her company, Iron Oaks Environmental Management, providing consulting expertise on complex major energy infrastructure projects in Western Canada, supporting the environment, engineering, regulatory, and Indigenous relations disciplines. She's played a critical role in supporting projects such as the Trans Mountain Expansion Project and the Coastal GasLink pipeline. More recently, Samantha joined TC Energy as a full-time senior environmental advisor, specializing in environment and regulatory project management and reclamation ecology. Samantha is the recipient of the Duke of Ed Gold Award and enjoys volunteering her time with Trout Unlimited, Ducks Unlimited, Bird Studies Canada, and other environment conservation initiatives when time allows. Samantha is an advocate for women in energy, the environment, and Indigenous reconciliation. She's an avid mountain biker, skier, bird watcher, and two-step dance enthusiast. She's currently pursuing a professional biologist designation while also working on writing her first book, also when time allows. Please welcome alumnus Samantha Brett, class of 2004.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Thank you. Well, first, congratulations to the graduates of 2024, and thank you so much for inviting me to your dinner last night. And it was a pleasure to meet many of the families that were there, and I had a chance to speak with a number of graduates. And I have to say, one thing that really stood out to me in speaking with all of you is just how polite you were. Almost everyone I spoke to said, "Thank you for coming." And you thanked me, and I thought, I'm thanking you. I should be thanking you for inviting me. So thank you, and thank you for your grace as well. So Dave, thank you for introducing me and giving a bit of background. I am from Rosso. I graduated in 2004 from Rosso Lake College, and it is a place close to my heart. It is always nice to come home. I have to thank my parents and grandparents for providing me the opportunity to attend Rosso Lake College in the 4 years that I was here. I just want to start, I guess, by asking the audience to be very present in this moment. We'll just be silent for a minute, and I want you to listen to what you hear: the birds, the wind, the water. Just acknowledge what you're hearing, the environment you're in. Take a look at the people around you, the people you're sitting beside. Hold this moment in your memory, your heart, and your mind. Be present in your place, wherever you are in your journey. Once we're all gone from here, off on our own separate ways, whenever life is getting a little too hectic or busy, I hope you return to this moment of joy and calm. This day is for you. Bring yourself back to this moment and reset as needed. Growing up in Rosso, I was blessed, though at times I craved a deeper understanding of the bigger world around me. I ventured out on my bike as soon as I was old enough to cycle the roads in and out of the village. I learned quickly that the Asphodden Road had great wetlands to explore, full of birds, amphibians, along Larson Creek in the spring. The 632 was twisty and busy with summer traffic. Though not void of adventure, I stuck to the Skidoo trails instead. This route was best for viewing the autumn colors in September. The Shadow River Bridge to the west on 141 had rock ledges perfect for climbing and a small waterfall that I'd sometimes drink from in the summer heat. To the west, the Muskoka Woods Hill was best for cycling up and back down, just for a little thrill. The boundaries of the village were much larger for me than what was shown on the map, but perhaps the feature with the greatest potential was the lake. My summers revolved around the lake. I can trace by hand, with my eyes closed, the features of the shoreline in Rosso, which rocky outcrop is best for jumping off, where the trees cast shadows on the water, how many boulders are off Pratt's Point, which corner of the bay the fish prefer to gather, and where the old snapping turtle used to float, where the sun rises and sets over the mouth of the Shadow River. Before the waterfront was redone, the 2 old docks were thick timber cribs that offered splinters all summer. I used to dive under the docks to search for shiny treasures that visitors had dropped through the cracks. I was really quite into Indiana Jones movies at the time. I was always leery of the prehistoric snapping turtle that lived underneath. While the village and the waterfront look different today compared to when I was a child growing up here, the memories remain vivid and my connection to the environment in this place remains the same. Whether you're from this area or this is all new to you, remember the community celebrating you today is a community that will be here for you decades to come. It has been 20 years since graduating from RLC, yet it feels like no time has passed at all. The RLC community is spirited around being best of self. Being best of self and maintaining a well-rounded life are values that have stuck with me in both my personal and professional life. Stay healthy, give back where I can, work hard, play hard, and never stop learning. RLC taught me how to contribute meaningfully to the communities I am part of, and that you get what you give. Most of all, my time as a student at RLC rooted my love for the natural world. What I thought was just childhood adventure was actually celebrated, nurtured, and guided at RLC, where it has continued to thrive ever since. For the graduates, if you are graduating and leaving this place, I hope that you have felt nurtured in your time here and that you know you have this community to lean on in the future. That the memories of your time here are joyful and that you remember the natural playground you've been able to explore and learn from. I know at times it might have felt like you were on the edge of the earth here. The quiet calm in the dark nights with only the owls and the moon and stars to keep you company. Quiet walks along the shoreline trail down to the sail docks for some self-reflection may soon be replaced by walks along a busy city sidewalk as you rush to catch a bus. The smell of the pine forest after a rain may soon be replaced by the scent of a university library or your new roommate's cooking. The moonlight in the dark may become streetlights, and the bullfrogs bellow in the twilight may become the hum of city traffic. Remember the subtle gifts of this place. They are special, and they are yours forever. To the students continuing on here in your career at RLC, if you are continuing, my wish for you is that you continue to feel nurtured by this place, the community, and the beauty of the natural environment that surrounds you. You are in one of the most extraordinary places on earth. Embrace, explore, and learn from it. If there is something you love or want to do, I am certain there is someone here to help you make it happen. Share your ideas and listen to each other. Move forward through this formative time in your lives. Be present. Pay attention to the rising and setting sun as it changes with the seasons. Watch for the first signs of spring when the trout lilies bloom in the forest. Spend time observing the campus pond, listening for frogs, maybe even catch a few. Climb the rocks, jump into the lake, play in the mud. There are gifts waiting for you here. Take time to find and enjoy them. Love and take care of this place as many of us have before you. I wrote a short poem for the school that, if I have time, I'd like to read. Okay. So this is a gift from me to the school, and I think Dave can make copies if anybody would like to have it. It is titled The Lake. Wander here a whole winter if you can, to the hill, the shore, the point, the creek. Slide down the smooth rocks, wet cold fingertips, raw and pruning. Thud each boot against the world, should there be a puddle so lucky. Crawl beneath the wooden crib, feel the silent space around you. The ice is smooth, inviting, curious. Run and slide, arms open wide. Feel the subtle bumps of nature's braille. A crack makes you jump. It is terrifying, exhilarating, unknown. Be curious about the wild within. Peer down through the frozen world on hands and knees into the memories of summer joy. Frozen white bubbles gasping for air, a missing reflection with a question hanging. Who is looking back at me? Drip, drip, the sound of a thawing boathouse, the sun reaching close, wringing out the winter blanket, one-of-a-kind icicles dangling from rocky ledges, dripping, cracking, falling, quenching the thirst of youth. Snow corpse depressions pressed into pockets of dense snow, moments of calm, embraced by the setting sun. Evidence of childhood dimpling the shoreline, melting slowly back to the lake. Wander here a whole summer if you can. Pine sap perfume, crispy brown needles shellacked to denim, splinters from dockwood waiting patiently, smooth water rippling at the call of a loon, a veil of fog reminding us that yesterday is gone. The heat melts in, the cicada chimes when the wind makes us stop, reminding us to rest. Sunbeams of ambition gently reaching, illuminating corners of the forest floor, the sound of a distant splash, an oven bird cheering unseen. Grip at the lichen-smothered granite, toes digging for pockets of earth in the cracks. Keep climbing, reach the top, and jump in. A cold gasp drowns out the silent calm, the stillness of the shore, echoing with the final moments of summer. The wind crisp, wanting to feel welcome. Leaves rustle overhead, numbed by morning dew. Frozen are their veins, heavy and wet, crystals speckled across their skin. The warmth leaching from the sun, painting the canopy red. A quiet pond begins to sleep, wood stove smoke hugging the air. A scent of organic decay reminding the forest to rest. The lake waving to get our attention before we go for one more dip, before the ice sets in. Thank you again for having me. It was a pleasure to be back home.
Thank you for those inspiring words, Samantha, and that absolutely beautiful poem. And yes, I'm going to print and frame that one. It's beautiful. Before we recognize the graduating class of 24, let us take a moment to recognize another special group of graduates. Our grade 8 class was honored this past Thursday evening, braving what should have been almost a tornado, with a beautiful program and celebration. Grade 8 students, if you're here, for those of you who are here, just please stand and be recognized. Where are grade 8s? Good job. Congratulations, guys. Amazing. Thank you so much. Well, here we are, the moment we've been waiting for, the class of 2024. It's your special day, as we've said, a major milestone in your lives in this learning journey. I applaud each of you for completing all the requirements to receive your very coveted and internationally respected Ontario Secondary School Diploma. I'll be reading out each of your names, and Ms. Shepherd will be handing out your diplomas. First, Cassis Adair, Ontario Scholar, University of Guelph, Studio Arts. Lucia Askadaran, Ontario Scholar, University of Ottawa, International Development and Globalization. Natailin Aswalangon, gap year. Temitope Bamboye, Ontario Scholar, Toronto Metropolitan University, Business Technology Management. Emerson Biddle, Ontario Scholar, Florida Southwestern State College, Business. Iolua Tomi Brody Menz, Ontario Scholar, McMaster University, Economics. Sullivan Burrows, Ontario Scholar, Brock University, Sport Management, which he hopes to defer for 1 year. Cameron Farouz, York University, Kinesiology. Gabriel Gawanda, Ontario Scholar, Toronto Metropolitan University, Creative Industries. Grace Hayes, Ontario Scholar, McGill University, Desautels, Faculty of Management. Jacob Heslop, Ontario Scholar, Conestoga College, Construction Techniques. Bridget Holmes, Ontario Scholar, Western University, Media and Communication Studies. Dingo Hu, Ontario Scholar, University of Toronto St. George, International Foundation Program, Humanities. Andra Huey, Ontario Scholar, University of Amsterdam, Sociology. Ryan King, Ontario Scholar, Lakehead University, Faculty of Natural Resources Management, Forestry. Katerina Klimchuk, Ontario Scholar, Wilfrid Laurier University, Honors Arts, Political Science. Jeremy Kutash, Ontario Scholar, Brunel University of London, Medicine, MBBS. Roberto Maddalena, Ontario Scholar, University of Waterloo, Kinesiology. Owen Muffet, Ontario Scholar, Bishop's University, Sport Studies. Caden Mullen, Ontario Scholar, Gap Year. Holly Ning, Ontario Scholar, University of Wisconsin-Madison, Psychology. Samantha Carmen Ogren, Ontario Scholar, Wilfrid Laurier University, Business Administration. Xian Qian, Ontario Scholar, University of Waterloo, Computer Science. Jeng Terry Chu, Ontario Scholar, University of Waterloo, Kinesiology. Brooke Richards, Ontario Scholar, Gap Year. Daniel Ruiz de Chavez Diaz de Urdanavilla, Gap Year. Rudyard Smythe, Ontario Scholar, University of Guelph, Commerce, Real Estate. Joshua Steele, Ontario Scholar, double degree, Wilfrid Laurier University Business Administration and University of Waterloo Mathematics. Sing Tien Wong, Ontario Scholar, University of Toronto, Rotman Commerce. Ro Chung Ivan Wen, Ontario Scholar, University of Toronto St. George, Computer Science. Franklin White, Ontario Scholar, Culinary Institute of America, New York. Jason Yi Pin Wu, Ontario Scholar, University of Toronto St. George, Computer Engineering. Ilya Zabolotny, Ontario Scholar, Bentley University, Business and Financial Mathematics. Shoa Josh Jong, Ontario Scholar, University of Toronto St. George, Track 1 Engineering. Yang Jack Zhu, Ontario Scholar, University of Sydney, Commerce. At this time, I'd like to welcome up to the stage our class of 2024 valedictorian, Jacob Heslop.
Good afternoon, staff, students, parents, special guests, my fellow graduates. Today is one for the books. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Jacob Max Heslop. I'm half German, a quarter native, and a quarter English. Before coming to Rosso, I grew up in Toronto, but moved north to live in Parry Sound around 2 years ago. And I know, you're probably wondering, you're probably thinking, moving from Toronto, home of the Maple Leafs, why would you ever want to move up here into the middle of nowhere? To that, my answer is, I don't know. You'd have to ask my dad. I'm just kidding, Dad. You and Mom are the reason I'm standing before you all right now. You both work so hard for the family, and I appreciate you too very much. I think it's safe to say, Father, you made the right choice. I also want to acknowledge my two older brothers who beat on me when I was young to make me into the man I am today. They both carry so much wisdom, and I love spending time and learning from you guys. My grandparents, Omi, you're so compassionate and supportive. I love you. Granny, I love listening to your stories, and I love conversing with you. Gramps, hope you have your hearing aids on because I appreciate the man you are. And I love how you came to support and watch my hockey games. I also want to acknowledge my little sister Logan, who has been my other pea in the pod since the dawn of time. She'll be all on her own next year, and I'm not worried at all, as she is her own person who can handle herself in any situation. I'll miss seeing you on the daily, excelling as you do. I'd like to thank you all for this honor to speak in front of you today. It is so nice seeing all the faces I've been connected to these past 2 years in one last gathering, knowing the slight chance of seeing many of these friends before me down the line. With this knowledge, I'd like to do my best in motivating and offering my fellow graduates some humble advice into the next chapter of our journey of life. As we grow into our own paths, we tend to get caught up in our own problems, whether it be on social media, family matter, or with the people in our own community. In these times, you must not forget how incredibly fortunate and special you are in this universe and existence to beat the overwhelming odds of simply being born, which, if you don't know, is a 1 in 4 billion genetic chance, yet we're all standing and sitting here today. Use this knowledge to boast and motivate yourselves when doing any task life throws you, no matter how big or how small. Give it your all. And never compare yourself to other people, because it's simply not fair to yourself. Only compare yourself to the person you were yesterday. You are your own unique individual. With different ambitions, so act on them. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just do it. Now, I care about you people very much, and you mean a lot to me. So with that being said, I care enough to throw y'all under the bus. You see, I did a project a couple semesters ago dealing with collecting data and finding the average and mean. The results I collected were focused on screen time during weekdays, and what I got was the average daily for you guys was 6 hours per day. Now, I'm not here to put down or judge. I just feel my love for this community, and I want to repay you by informing how beautiful the passage of time is and how hard it is to see that when you're occupied in the digital world. Each day is a gift with new opportunities and new experiences to capitalize on. And the things you did yesterday don't define you. It's all about what you do now. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Each day is a gift with new opportunities and new experiences. It's all about what you do now. The only hard part is showing up for yourself every single day, falling in love with the natural wonders of this world, and having a constant need for character building and growth. Growth can be any aspect about you, whether it's physical, trying to get better at a sport, or simply improving your health and body. Or it could be mental growth, taking the time to sit down without distractions and truly ponder about dreams you have and passions you want to fulfill. Man, You got this, Jacob.
Yeah.
What if we committed to a personal journal, recording what needs to be done, listing goals or aspirations? For sure, there'll be people to support us along the way, but no one is coming to steer our ship. This is our own story, and we are the captains of our lives, and we decide how we spend our time. For those of you who are unaware, Ms. Tabagadan taught an Indigenous Perspectives course, which was amazing. It consisted of a couple of trips to Wissahickon, and many cool stories are told. One stuck out to me the most, and I'd like to share the teaching with you all today. Because for me, it helped me to be better whenever I'm at a situation at hand. And I know that everyone goes through tough situations, so it wouldn't hurt on some insight on how to go about it. An elder passing on wisdom to a younger listener said, "We all have two inner wolves constantly fighting each other inside us. One that is good, that brings out your truth, your compassion, your joy, peace, bravery, kindness, and love, while the bad one brings out ego, jealousy, hatred, lies, guilt, and fear. The young one asks who wins. The elder answers, whichever one you feed." The essence of this teaching is that we all have a choice when it comes to uncomfortable situations and how we perceive and react to them. You choose your emotions, don't let them control you. This leads me to my gratitude towards you, Ms. T, as you've been awesome to work with in the 7 Generations Committee, and your unwavering support is greatly appreciated, helping me find a deeper rooted connection with my heritage. Now I think back to meeting many of my fellow graduates on opening week, where we did not converse at all until we were all forced on an out trip that consisted of kayaking to different islands and camping. During this time, bonds were made, and a couple people flipped their kayaks about 20 minutes into our trip, resulting in a whole clump of grade 11s next to a tiny rock island, with the sun glaring down and the waves constantly displacing everyone. At the time, no one knew why we were here, and I'm not kidding when I say we were there for at least an hour, which at the time, it truly felt like an eternity. When it was all said and done on the last day of grade 11 out trip, I wondered if next year would be easier or harder. Spoiler, it was extremely difficult. You see, this year we took out the canoes to Algonquin Park and paddled for a couple of hours to what we thought was a campsite. But to our surprise, it was a 3-kilometer portage through straight bush, mud, and hills. I remember looking up after paddling and seeing Tammy hips down deep in mud, and all we could do was laugh because if we didn't, we'd cry. We repeated this process for each of the days, portaging barrels full of salami and, of course, our personal gear. By the time Friday rolled around, we were all dead tired, but we all had a sense of completion and gratitude for keeping us all sane during these times of distress. Now, I'd like to point out the elephant in the room. We're almost the elephant in the room. We're almost halfway through 2024. Emotions are high during this time, and I'd like to address the big changes that will be happening to us all. Yes, it is sad, as the simple day-to-day things will soon change once we leave here as students. And for me personally, it will be Io Brody Mendez always turning on the lights when I'm sleeping and hearing his devious laugh slowly disappearing as he runs away. Or listening to Ilya Zabalani or Joshua Steele argue like a married couple over the slightest things. There is a bittersweet sense on how friends are moving on and going towards their own journeys of greatness. Yet with these mixed emotions, one should shine brighter than them all, which is excitement. Excitement for my class and how we will all be exploring a new roster of people, new opportunities, and new experiences. All of us are soon to be on our own, and it is up to us to excel at what we choose to do. We owe it to our parents, our teachers who supported us, and most importantly, ourselves. This is a huge milestone to accomplish, and I can't wait till we're all well into our successful journeys. We come back and meet again as alumni to talk and reminisce about our time at RLC. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jacob. Absolutely outstanding. We're so proud of you. Well, that concludes our 57th closing day celebration.